All right, this is a response to Nikki Harbor. I'm responding to the questions you had posed to me on my page. Um, and your first question was, why do you feel you need to be the jury um, on other people? Um, as far as like, why do you feel that you need to judge their relationship with God, or what they've done in the past, and all that stuff? If I got you correctly, and it's a good question, and it speaks to the heart of in my personal opinion, it speaks to the problem that I feel like a lot of African Americans have in this country, because we all come from religious backgrounds for the most part, all right? And my issue is this: of course, if I don't know somebody personally and they're claiming to be so in tune with the Word of God, and I don't know them, I'm not judging them. So they can be running around, professing their relationship with God, and they could be breaking into somebody's house. I'm not going to judge them because I don't know that person. The same as if, I see somebody doing good deeds and, doing godly things and serving the community. If I don't know them on a personal level, I can't really judge them. Alright? I'm talking about people that I know. That's who I judge, because I am a man of God. And I feel because so, I am subject to scrutiny. I can't say, hey, Nikki Harbor, I'm a man of God, you need to treat me as such, but then be doing things that are ungodly, and then have you call me out on it and I get upset. And that's the problem. Alright? A lot of black people will be on some, oh, I'm a woman of God, or I'm a man of God, so you need to treat me with a certain level of respect. Or I do this and I do that. But the second they do something that is not godly, or sin, or just do something they're not supposed to, you can't call them out on it, because what do they say? Oh, only God can judge me. As if you and God have a secret relationship that no one has. Like a lot of these rappers. Oh, I sell drugs and I degrade women, but only God can judge me. That doesn't make any sense. Because when it comes time to getting credit, you want credit for being, a godly person, but when you do wrong, hey, you can't judge me. It doesn't make any sense. If you're a person of God, then you're supposed to be open to scrutiny. Scrutinize me. That's the kind of person I am. If you know me and I tell you, hey, I'm a man of God, then that means, you know what, scrutinize me. If you see something that I'm doing that's ungodly, challenge me on it. Because I'm going to do the same to you. If I meet you and you tell me, oh, I'm a woman of God, I'll respect you for that and I'll treat you accordingly. But if I see you doing something that is, in my opinion, not godly, I'm going to call you out on it. And you are more than welcome to defend yourself. Pure and simple. I don't have a problem with defending myself. Sometimes I need to be called out. If I do something, sometimes, we sin and we don't even know it. That's why God forgives us. Because we're just sinners by, human nature. And I already know that. So if I get caught out on doing something, I'll analyze it. I'm just not going to say, oh, only God can judge me. I'll sit down and I'll think about it. And I'll analyze it. Because I know that's part of the whole process. You're supposed to be scrutinized. Far too often, we have a lot of blacks in this country who run around doing whatever, right? Oh, God's on my side, this, and that. I'm a godly person. Treat me with respect. I'm this, and that. But the second they do something that's questionable or even wrong, and you want to check them on it just to see where their stance is at, you want to revert back to, oh, only God can judge me. And that's my issue. If I don't know you, I'm not going to say anything. But if I know you personally, and you tell me that I'm a woman or man of God, you're telling me that I need to treat you as such. And because you say that, I have every right to scrutinize you. As do you me. If you meet me and I tell you I am a man of God. Because it's all about accountability. Not just with God, but with other people who are also godly. That's how we keep each other in check. Your second question, it was about actions, as far as people changing. Like if someone sins and they get forgiveness, they're supposed to act differently. They're not supposed to, because they're supposed to be searching for perfection. And I agree with you on that. The whole point I was trying to make is that I've come in contact with a lot of women, okay, who are knowingly doing wrong. And they act like no one knows they're doing wrong. And they'll go to church and say, oh, I'm forgiven. And then the next day they're parading around as if they're on a higher plateau. Right, but at the same time, they're still engaging, in my opinion, behavior that's unfit for someone who's throwing the fact that they're a woman of God in everybody else's face and they need to be treated on this higher level. That's my issue. And then my second issue is how you judge other people. Because I may have God in my life and because I might act a certain way, I personally don't speak down or put myself above anybody else, and that's the problem. Seriously. If I'm a killer, if I know a killer, you know what I mean, and I'm not one, I don't put myself above that person, even though he's sinned and I haven't. That's for, God to handle. Right? I don't put myself on a plateau. And my problem is, you have a lot of women who have changed or who have claimed they've changed, and they put themselves on this higher elevation or this plateau as if they can't remember how life was like before. So all the understanding goes out the door. So if they've found God and they come in contact with someone who hasn't, and they're still kind of making the same mistakes or living the same lifestyle they did before, they speak to you as if you're beneath them and not on the same level as far as trying to help you and trying to get you to a better plateau. That's the point I'm trying to make. You're clearly probably someone who has it together. But all I'm saying is a lot of women who use it as an excuse. It's like a quick eraser, but they're not changing from completely. It takes self-reflection. It takes a while to go from your lifestyle to go into a godly lifestyle and being comfortable. It doesn't happen overnight in a couple of weeks, and that's the point I'm trying to talk about. So you're clearly not one of those women, but there are women like that out there, and I'm sure you know of women like that out there. So I hope I addressed your questions, and I thank you for those questions. Thank you.